Hey Libra, welcome to the Cosmic Jackal Tarot. It's your dream girl Mirage. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your Gemini season reading. I'm gonna scoop to the side so y'all can see Luna chilling behind me. Whew. We're getting close to the end of the year, aren't we? Or like we're right in the middle, smack dab. But I mean, as of right now, it is Aries season. So a little update. I changed my mind about going on that cruise job. I actually did take the offer, and I'm really glad that I did. While I was away, I happened to go to Seattle. I was also in Los Angeles for the very first time. I've never been on the West Coast before, but I was so grateful for that opportunity. But until further notice, I am back home and I am awaiting further instruction on when I will be... Oh, hold on. I will have to wait for an email or a phone call about my next assignment, but hold on just 1 second. I just gotta confirm something real quick and then we will hop right into your reading. Perfect. Okay. So, lots of inspiration going on. It's time to cleanse your energy. But again, we are getting ahead of ourselves because like I said, we are still in Aries season technically, but I just want to make sure that I get these readings out to you guys. So when I'm gone, I don't have anything to worry about if I'm falling behind or what have you. So you have for your Moonology manifestation, the first quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity. It's weird. Oh shoot, you know what? There was a card missing from this. It was like right there on top of the booklet, but it's fine. Okay, first quarter moon. So this is something you're just starting out with. For most Cancers I meet, there is like a weird hidden insecurity that they have where they feel like they're not good enough, or they worry that the person they admire won't admire them back because they usually idealize people and put them on a pedestal. Like they're kind of like Pisces, where they see things with rose-colored glasses. They see people in a very dreamy sense, and sometimes, unfortunately, that potential that they see in others, the said person might not see themselves that way. But it's just a tricky situation to be in either way, how you look at it. But for you, I mean, this could be relevant for Cancer season if you don't have Cancer in your chart, or maybe there's a Cancer that makes you feel insecure, and maybe there's just some things you got to patch up about yourself so that this energy isn't something that taints you. We're going to pull one card from the Mermaid Tarot deck here to do the overall energy of the reading, or the theme rather. You have the Six of Wands. Some of you are trying some stuff that's like, it's new and it's a little dangerous, but it's outside of your usual norms. I feel like a lot of you just want a change in pace. Also, I want to apologize if the fan is kind of loud. Like, it's really hot in my room, and we've been expecting a thunderstorm for the past like 3 days that's never dropped, and it did trickle a little bit, but also my grandma is making Easter dinner. Today is Easter Day. Happy Easter to everyone who is watching this video at this time. But yeah, like, this person is going full throttle. And again, this is the Mermaid deck. So for this person to be balancing, breathing, you know, swallowing fire or breathing it in, or just even admiring it being that close to their face, like, it's a feat that people would think is impossible. How is fire able to survive in water? Who knows? Maybe this person is like, you know, they could be at shore, but it doesn't really specify. It's hard to tell. Like, that could be the water right there, and they're surrounded by fire, but again, we're in Aries season, so it could just be some of you are taking a jab at trying something new. Some of you could be getting into fire dancing, learning pyrotechnics, or perhaps you're getting engaged, or maybe not engaged like proposed to, but you may be starting some things with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or something is relevant to you within still Aries season, and then it'll pop up again during Gemini season. But the Six of Wands usually describes a person who... Six is basically getting out of a conflict. So I feel like for you guys, you may be just starting something new to balance your own energy and getting out of something that otherwise would have been toxic. So we're going to do your past, present, and future with the Tarot of the Divine. Dang, these cards are just like flipping out everywhere. Hold on. But yeah, I sense like some of you are just trying some new things, getting out of your comfort zone. And there are people that are looking at you that are like, wow, I never would have thought you would have tried something like that. Or wow, are you sure that's for you? And you're like, I mean, I don't know. Let's see where it goes, right? Okay, so let's start. In the past, you have the Sun in reverse. Currently, you have the Page of Swords in reverse. And then last, you have the Hierophant in the future. Very well. The Sun in reverse. I think in the past you felt like a lot of things that were due to manifest for you, just there was a lot of delays or there was a lot of cancellations. Some of you probably have tried to meet up with friends. Could have been a Leo that was involved with the Sun card here. Some of you just felt like maybe in the past things just kept passing you by, or you had to make a lot of sacrifice for necessities. It could be that too. And then with the Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like you've had a lot of people that are getting in your head or trying to, like doing a lot of naysaying and being like, oh, Libra, you know, you really should have listened. If you had, you wouldn't be in this situation. Or, Libra, you're always like whining about something. Or, Libra, like you're so negative. Like there's something going on with you at this time, Libra, where it's like you're catching yourself tripping at the finish line. And you don't feel the need to blame anybody, because it's like you've just taken accountability. Like, yeah, if I had done things differently, if I had played my cards differently, I probably wouldn't be in this situation, for some of you. But it's not so much that like life is being harsh with you. It's just like there's repercussions or there's consequences basically for actions. Sometimes you might be doing something and you're thinking this will just get me by, you know, it'll get me going for a little bit, but we don't want to live our lives to just survive, right? So I feel like with a lot of you, you are in regret, but not dwelling in that regret, because like also Page of Swords, it's just a message. Like you got the hint. You're like, okay, in the future I'll do better. And that's where this Hierophant comes in. This is Taurus energy. You are tapping into the divine, but you feel elevated. Some of you could be going on a spiritual journey and severing ties from anything that makes you feel like you can't move on with your life. Or there are things that used to make you feel grounded, but now, like, I mean, you're an air sign. So instead of going on a flighty adventure whenever things don't work out and you just kind of avoid accountability and be like, okay, like, yeah, it failed, so what? Like, let's move on with life. There's a part of you that needs to apologize to yourself and maybe other parties that are involved and be like, you know what? I learned from that, but I don't want to do this whole, okay, so it didn't work. Like, why is everybody mad? Like, you're to a point where you're like, okay, that didn't work. And I understand why people try to tell me things. I understand also the people who were involved. Now they're disappointed, hurt, or feeling betrayed. Like, you know, and they're right to feel like that. I got to do something different so that this doesn't happen again. So we're going to clarify with the Spellcaster's Tarot deck. I am having a hard time picking up my cards. But yeah, let's clarify and see what's going on there. Okay, let me get one last one for Libra, please. Perfect. Okay. This reading is going by fast, right? Okay. So you have the Queen of Swords over the Sun in reverse in your past. Currently, you have the Nine of Cups over the Page of Swords in reverse. And then last, you have the Five of Wands over the Hierophant. Now, by now, some of you probably clicked off of this and you're like, okay, that seems a little intense. There's too much going on. But let me explain, because some of you may need to watch this just so you know what not to do in the future or to learn from something from the past. I'm never here for any specific zodiac to trash you, bash you, or anything like that. But in my observation with certain signs, when I talk to you guys, it feels like I get more of a connection with whomever I'm attuning to, and I'm just like, okay, I understand why you did that, and I'm not judging you for it, but if something lured you to watch this video, understand I'm just giving you advice, and I'm tuning into my spirit guides, my ancestors, the unknown, spirit itself, the universe, the Akashic records. I'm doing a lot for y'all for free. And I constantly have to sage my house when I do it. So, I mean, if you're not going to pay for a reading, okay, that's fine. But when you tune in, just understand I'm trying to help you and I don't even know you, but you may be able to take this and run off with it. If not now, like maybe sometime in the future. And that's totally fine. You know, just take what you can from it. Now, in the past with the Queen of Swords over the Sun, I feel like you've cut off a Leo or some sort of Leo energy, something that was like extremely prideful. It could have even been something going on with yourself. You know how sometimes we go through things karmically and then we insist, like even if something was our fault, okay, but it's technically not our fault. Like if such and such hadn't done this, or if this hadn't happened, and you know, like, you can acknowledge why something went wrong, but avoiding accountability is you just basically saying it's still not my fault though. But it's not about it being fault. It's about, hey, you didn't listen, or you had all the signs in front of you. Not speaking zodiacs, but at the same time you had like anything that could have conjured into a sign of don't do this, think about it, like, you know, talk to somebody, get another opinion. I feel like some of you rushed into something because you felt, again, pridefully, like even if it goes wrong, fine, you'll have a story about it later and then you'll move on. But some people don't really want to hear your stories anymore, you know? Some people don't want to sit down, Libra, and be like, okay, I see why you did that. Now, I mean, yeah, they see why you did what you did, but it doesn't make it okay, whatever it is. Or maybe it wasn't something that was like detrimental or harmful, but it did cause some setbacks, or it caused people to not want to trust you, for people to not take, like, your word doesn't mean anything anymore, whatever it is. Now with this Nine of Cups over the Page of Swords in reverse, this isn't a complete set. So I mean, there's an emotional fulfillment, but you know there's something missing. It could be like maybe there's a significant other that is like turning their back on you, or they're turning their face, like they can't look you in the eye anymore. There's like, what I'm hearing is like, even though you're trying to cleanse energy and start anew, you know deep down there's something you have to make right. But it's like you keep trying to, so with the page of Swords in reverse, it's like you're trying to look and like test the water. You're trying to listen out, like, hey, has that person been talking bad about me? Or hey, you know, is that person, like, did they quit the job because like I said something to the boss and I wasn't supposed to, I didn't mind my business, and you know, like now I made them uncomfortable. Like, if you know something you did had something to do with why people don't want to be around you, or why something in your situation has gone awry, like, the future is basically the last warning you're gonna get before stuff pops off. Now with the Five of Wands over the Hierophant, even though you're trying to be elevated and go in tune with your spirituality, or go into ascension, you know, all those sorts of things, you still in the 3D have a lot of conflict that's coming to you. Could have been that Leo coming back with reinforcements, you know. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of arguing. There's people that may be trying to come to you starting a fight. Maybe not even just because like they don't like you, but it's like more of an interrogation or an intervention, if you will, where if it is conflict, these people are concerned, or there is an amount of care that they have where they are upset, but at the same time they're worried about you, Libra. Like, if you take off the mask of I didn't do anything, like this person didn't do this, I wouldn't have to, you know, or oh well, I'm just trying to make them feel the way that I feel. Like, no, you don't teach pain by causing more pain. This is why a lot of children nowadays are growing up not understanding what they did that's wrong, or what they didn't do that is wrong, because there's not enough reprimand. I'm not saying you gotta like fight and be abusive and whatever, but what I mean is sitting down and having a talk with somebody about why something just didn't mesh well. When you let go of being a defensive party, when somebody wants to address, hey, what you did, it made me feel uncomfortable. What you did, it disrespected me. What you did, it made me feel some type of way. And you look at them and you're like, okay, well, sorry about that, but like, we got to move on. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to hold your hand, but that's not what they're looking for. What they're looking for is you understanding, hey, you do that again, I will cut you off. You do it again, and you're like, oh, well, they're being dramatic. Like, I mean, no. They're not being dramatic, Libra. somewhere in there, you have to just accept within yourself there are things about you that needs to change for you to have healthy relationships. And for some of these reversals, like I said, I want to say like this is people that are making you feel that way, but why do I get the feeling, Libra? Because there's a lot of Libras in my life that when they do something and they know it's wrong, they want to play victim. And then they literally try to, what is it, like round people up and be like, oh, be my army of you know, cushion against the people that want to, like, I didn't do anything wrong, this person, you know, they did this to me and that's why, you know, no. And like even me explaining that way, like if you haven't noticed, I can't even look at the camera because that's just such childish energy. But again, I know a lot of Libras that do this, and in 2023 I want to just, hey, stop being in denial and just accept that some of the things or company that you keep around you that you want to be protective of, that is negative, abusive, you know, whatever you're in denial of, you got to accept it's time to make a change, right? Otherwise, yeah, if you don't mind being alone, then hey, you're on the right path. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just saying. And some of you might be like, oh, this is too negative. No, it's meant for who it's meant for, and I'm not changing it. So, hey, if it didn't, you know what? If it didn't resonate, then it's not for you. But for some of y'all, especially in Gemini season, because that's equally shared air energy, go watch Geminis. Go watch the Gemini reading for Gemini season. You'll see what I mean. Like, some people just got to start taking accountability and stop acting like they can hide behind people to parade their shenanigans. It's time to let that go. That's why you're watching this. It's a sign that you're not going to get your ass whooped. You're not going to get a whoop, and you're not going to get on punishment. I'm not your mom. Hey, but listen, if you want things to change and you realize that, like, people are treating you a little different, you watch this for a reason, man. Come on. I'm here to help you out. And I'm a sage, because that energy kind of pissed me off, bro. Ooh. But if this happened to resonate, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Give that community tab a follow, and, you know, check it out. If it didn't resonate, phew, then it's not for you. Perfect. I wouldn't want this to resonate for you if it doesn't have to. But if it didn't, it's meant for another Libra or somebody with Libra in their chart. If you guys would like to follow me on other forms of social media, all my links is listed down below for all ways to support me and the channel. Also, I will have a link, hopefully by the end of the day, for my new business. I am selling desserts right out of my house. And don't worry, I wash my hands. I make sure everything is neat and tidy, so you won't be getting any germs, fleas, dog fur, you know, COVID, none of that. I'm really big on making sure that everything is clean. Lastly, I just want to take time to thank you guys so much. I am this close to getting 200 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know why. Oh my god, like, I'm about to start crying. But yes, no, I'm just so grateful for you guys for stepping in and showing out, and, you know, just coming back and giving me that care, that love. I really appreciate that, because I'm really trying to put as much effort into this channel as possible, despite how crazy my life has been. And for those of you who are watching and have not subscribed yet, come on, man. Like, damn, that's all you, like, I could be at 1,000 right now with how many people are watching these damn readings, but y'all won't let me have that. Why? I'm just playing. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys in another video, whether that be a reading or another vlog or whatever I have going on. But if this is where we part ways, I wish you well on your journey. For those who plan to return, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Take care.